Mrs. Morphy gave a party just about a week ago. Everything was plentiful, the Morphys, they're not slow. They treated us like gentlemen, we tried to act the same. Only for what happened, well, it was an awful shame. When Mrs. Morphy dished the chowder out, she fainted on the spot. She had a pair of overalls at the bottom of the pot. Tim Nolan, he got rippin' mad, his eyes were bulging out. He jumped up on the piano, and loudly he did shout, "Who threw the overalls in Mistriss Morphy's chowder?" Nobody spoke, so he shouted all the louder, "It's an Irish trick, it's true, I can lick them, make it through the overalls in Mistriss Morphy's chowder." They dragged the pence from out the soup and laid them on the floor. Each man swore upon his life he'd never seen them before. They were plastered up with mortar and were worn out at the knee. They'd had their many ups and downs, as we could plainly see. And when Mrs. Morphy she came to, she began to cry and pout. She had them in the wash that day and forgot to take them out. Tim Nolan, he excused himself for what he'd said that night. So we put music to the words and sung with all our might. "Who threw the overalls in Mistriss Morphy's chowder?" Nobody spoke, so he shouted all the louder, "It's an Irish trick, it's true, I can lick them, make it through the overalls in Mistriss Morphy's chowder."